Okay, so Miss Portillo, tell us about the place you were born.
Well, I was born in Magnolia, Arkansas.
All right.
And you know where Magnolia is, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And as a child, what did you do in the summer?
Oh, in the summer, um, well, when I was older, an older child, worked with, I worked in the garden. My mother and dad would have me pick beans or hoe vegetables,
Right.
and so I worked in the garden a lot during the summer. Uh, Babysat for
Yeah.
my nieces and nephews.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So, what was one of your favorite childhood memories?
I don't know. Haven't really thought about that in a long time. Um, I guess going swimming at the
Swimming.
yeah swimming at the lake.
All right. Okay. How large is your family?
I have a pretty big family. I have 5 brothers and sisters. I'm the youngest.
Right. Oh, you're the youngest?
Yes.
All right. When when you were about 13, what was what was it like in your home in the evenings?
When I was about 13, what was it like at home in the evenings?
Yeah.
Well, during the school year, I would have to do homework.
Right.
Usually I watch TV with my brothers and do homework.
Right.
And,
So, how did you get to school?
I rode the school bus.
Right.
Yeah.
You rode the school bus? Okay. Describe the clothing style when you were in high school.
The closest what?
The clothes.
The clothes
Yeah.
that I wore in high school? Oh, boy. Well, I remember when I was in high school, we couldn't wear pants. Girls could not wear pants to school. But we liked to wear short dresses.
Right.
And the principal and the counselors would measure above our knees to see if our dresses were long enough.
Right.
So that was a big thing when we were in school, was seeing how short we could wear our dresses
Right.
without getting sent home.
Yeah. Okay. How was the social life?
Well, at school
Yeah. Or anywhere.
or anywhere, well, it was fun. When I was an older teen, we liked to drive around and things like that on the weekend, just drive around and,
Right.
talk to our friends that we would see around town.
Right. What time did your school start? In the mornings, and and in the afternoons, and what month did it start and end?
Okay, school started at 8 and we got out at 3:30.
All right.
And we would start about the same, I don't know, it seemed like it was in almost September when
Right.
we started back then. And then we would get out in May.
Okay. How old were you when you started dating?
Oh, I was about 16.
What did you do when you went out on a date?
Oh, we would go to the movies or go to the drive-in. Back then they had a drive-in movie theater where you could stay in your car and
Yeah.
watch the movie.
Yes,
like that.
I've seen those. What was a Saturday like when you were in grade school and high school?
What was what like?
What was grade school
Grade
and
school
high school like?
and high school life.
On Saturday. Yeah, what is this? What was Saturday like when you were in grade school and high school?
Saturdays?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know. Just Saturdays was a day where we had to clean house. I would have to help my mother clean the house and do the
Right.
laundry and things like that.
Right.
And
What age were you when you got married?
I was 23 the first time I got married.
Oh, was your school segregated?
Yes. My school was segregated until my senior year was the first year that we had integration in the school, and then we only had like one or two, maybe two or three maybe,
Right.
black students who came to our school my senior year.
Right. How was your school different from the white and black schools? Did your school interrogate? What was that experience like?
When my school integrated,
Yeah.
it really wasn't a big deal.
Interrogated.
Yeah, it really wasn't a big deal because there was only like maybe two or three black students
Right.
the first year that they integrated, and that was my last year in high school. So I barely noticed that it was integrated because there really weren't very many blacks.
Okay. What type of chores did you have to do?
Chores around the house, like wash dishes. I didn't really cook or anything like that, but I would have to wash dishes every day, set the table, put the dishes on the table,
Yeah.
and just house cleaning, kind of help clean the bathroom,
Mhm.
things like that.
What kind of car did you have?
Well, in high school, I didn't have a car. Well, actually, I did, but I didn't drive it to school. I just drove it around some. I really couldn't drive it to school, but it was an old car, an old Chevrolet.
Okay. How much did the gas cost?
Oh, good question.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, you could buy gas 5 gallons for $1
Right.
at some
Oh.
stations.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's low.
Yeah, because they had gas wars, and the service stations would try to sell it for less.
Yeah.
And sometimes you would have I guess an average price we paid was about 3 gallons for $1.
Right.
But some stations would try to outdo others, and they would sell it like for 5 gallons for $1.
Mhm. Well, that's cheap. I wish it was like this right now.
25 cents,
Yeah.
25 cents a gallon, or 33 cents would be like a regular average price.
So it really didn't cost much.
No, but the cars were big, and they used a lot of gas.
Yeah. Okay. What was your first job?
My first job was at a pharmacy. It was like a Walgreens pharmacy in Magnolia, and I worked as a fountain clerk. I made like drinks, like Cokes. I
Yeah.
prepared the drinks.
Right.
We had like ice cream. I would, do the ice cream or make milkshakes, things like that.
Oh, all right. Well, okay. How were the wages?
The wages?
Yeah.
Oh, pretty low. I can't remember, but I think about $1 something, maybe $1 something an hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How much education did you need to get a good job?
How much education?
Yeah.
Well, I have a bachelor's degree, and I've worked on my master's some. I never finished my master's degree.
Right. What did you do when you turned 18?
When I turned 18, well, actually, I graduated from high school when I was 17, and I went to work that summer at Firestone in Magnolia, and I didn't like working at Firestone, so in the fall, I went to college. So I started college in the summer before I turned 18.
Right.
I was 18 in November.
Okay. And what kind of advice would you give today?
Study, part when you're in school, learn all that you can. Try to get a good education, because an education is the way to a better life.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Portillo,
You're
for
welcome.
your time, and I appreciate you helping us,
You're
helping
welcome.
me. I appreciate it a lot.
Well, you're welcome.
All right.
Glad to help out.
Yeah.